Since they out here killing brothers, I linked up with my brothers and tried to discover the key. Since they out here killing brothers, I linked up with my brothers to try to discover the key. Since they out here killing brothers.
Welcome to another episode of MiVision. I'm your host, Mansa Musa.
Co-host Rahcassi. The thing is with if new Stormzy comes out, it's gonna do well, and that's a given. So the label having Stormzy,
An album or just a verse or anything?
Well, I'd say anything. I haven't seen anything Stormzy that didn't do well so far. So yeah, I guess anything, but that will benefit the label, even if the label's chunk isn't that great because Stormzy came on as a big artist. It's still gonna get that limelight of it was released under 0207 Def Jam / Murky Records. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see. It's universal once, and anyway, I believe. But I think. Huh?
You say they want him?
No, I think overall that Def Jam is universal. If I'm correct. Yeah, it's universal. So. But that's the imprint. So yeah, no, it works out. Yeah, I mean, nice to see. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see for the releases going forward and any more signees, because there's not been much word else. I think it was Stormzy got signed, then it was Wretch pointed as.
Right, but I think that's a good. They're two
heavy hitters.
Yeah, basically. And even for the generations that they've impacted, they're like good people to have, I think.
What's even crazier is, what if it's playing devil's advocate? Because it don't even have to be nothing, it could just be business. What if Chip got signed there?
I was thinking about his involvement somehow, but there's something going on between him and Wretch now.
Well, I don't know. I actually don't have a clue.
Even Stormzy, how does that even work?
That's what I'm saying. Playing devil's advocate. But the thing is, Chip could actually play. You see a role like creative director or something. Like Chip could play a role like that. I can't think of what exactly, but he has that that experience and that time. He's been around labels from a young age. He's seen the wrongdoings the right way. He's seen a lot.
Yeah, although I can't see it happening.
Yeah, that's because there's this thing about people when you're a child star. It's really hard to break. People always look at you as a kid. Chip's 30, you know what I mean? But I still look at him as, that's Chip.
I don't think it's
Chip's
that
young.
though. I don't think it's that. I think he's just so on the buzz, on lyrics, on music, on making music. That's how
he turns up to any song.
Yeah. I'm saying.
So he could play a role like creative director somewhere, because he has it.
Yeah, he could. He's got the experience. I just can't. I think he's too on the buzz. Basically.
He takes breaks. Though.
Yes, yeah.
He does take breaks. That's why it's such an event when Chip pops up. Every time he pops up, it's an event because he takes breaks. Whether it's he's still working breaks, I'm not sure, maybe. Or he's just I'm chilling for now, then I get working when I get working. My pen's quick. I don't know, but he'll do his thing, drop his thing, chip season, full back, then Chip's back. Do you know what I mean? He's not even consistent with features. He'll drop a feature here or there, but he's not about who's for example, before the whole Dutch shit, Dutch was everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or Tion Wayne's everywhere. You see, he's not jumping on shit like that, that much shit. Or you might see him more time. He's just dropping his shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was about to say, I think he's just in his kind of own sort of bag when he's here.
But to be fair, people might even be shook of getting a Chip verse. I don't know.
Yeah, but as I was saying, when he's
most
here,
time it's only legends he's only standing next to.
Exactly. When he's here, he only works with a few people. It seems or he comes back and then he know like his friendly competition, isn't it? Like he knows who he can make those tunes with, these certain type of tunes, where he works in it, so where he shines, where he's best. That's definitely like, but it would be interesting. I would I would definitely like to see Chip in a more leadership, ownership role.
Yeah, I'd like to see Chip win still.
Yeah,
I think he's actually like, I think he deserves to win. Like, he's been around for so long, put in so much work. Yeah, and you can say whatever you want to say about, oh yeah, pop, whatever, but man, if you were like 18 and man, they were waving that much money in your face, you're making pop. So don't talk shit.
Yeah.
Number one. And number two, like, them songs weren't even that bad. Like, I didn't really like them that much, but they did what they did for the people they had to, didn't it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, people bought it, so it couldn't have been that bad. You know, if man went and did a pop song and it was trashed, and it was like, yo, okay, yeah, you flopped, but he did this thing and it worked. So the problem, I like Champion. Oopsie Daisy was like a few listens and then it kind of got a bit boring for me, but yeah, I like Champion. So say what you say. But I don't even think that's really even that pop. Still got bars in there as well. It's kind of like
She's
Workout.
Always happy though, isn't it?
Kind of like J. Cole Workout or the one with Trey Songz. Still bangers, but they're just like a bit more geared to the radio.
What was that tune with Trey Songz again?
It's just somehow can't get enough.
Can't get enough of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, going back to this year though, I think Gets would be someone, I don't know. I would like to see him win as well in some regard. I think he deserves it as well. But I think he's got such a specific audience, that it could bang, basically. I think it could bang, which it's exciting to see that he's putting more music out.
Yeah.
And he's got a project coming. But I'd definitely like to see him in that sort of role. He seems to have that intelligence as well. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, do you know what? Yeah. I wouldn't, like, not yet. Like, I feel like Gets has got so much more to give musically that I feel like that would be a distraction. I'd like to see him do something else, like maybe like a short film or something with his music, or I don't know. But like, I'd like him to still stay, like, keep making music, like, as a priority for the time being, because he's as sick as he is, I think he's still not peaked yet. Like, he still keep going. He's going up. He still hasn't hit a wall where it's like, all right, cool, gets his peak. Like, this guy, he just keeps getting better. As much as it's just like, yeah, no, that was cold. Then you're like, oh, shit, it's colder. So, bro, like, I don't know. Like, I'd like to actually see how long can a guy keep rising and be sick every time. Like, I like him to keep going still, because he hasn't hit that point where it's just like, you had your peak and it's kind of not over, but it's like, it's either the same or it's kind of meh. It's not been that. It's just been like, each time it's levels.
But why do you think? Why do you think? Or not saying that like, how could he get to his peak? I think that's what I'm trying to say. Do you think
less, I guess? But no, he cares, isn't it? When he puts that pen to paper, or however he does it, that he cares. Like, he's about making it either a sick story, sick lyrics, whatever, and like, it's gonna the flow's gonna be mad. But the thing is, I think where Gets becomes underrated is you really have to understand it. Like, if you don't understand, because like, whereas English is our first language, you can listen to it and hear everything that he said, innit? But it might be too fast for some. So that without the lyrics on screen or whatever, they wouldn't understand completely what he said. So I think that's the only place where I say that maybe it's. But the thing is, he's not always rapping fast. Like when he's telling a story, he's slowing it down. Even the Mad About Bars isn't a speedy thing. So no, maybe that's not even an issue. But I just say that he hasn't hit his peak yet. Like he's still. But it sounds rude to say on the rise because he's not on the rise, but he's still leveling up every time he drops. He's sicker and sicker and sicker, and he's never been shit. So it's just like, this is magic, bro. Why stop it if it's popping? You know what I mean? Like,
well, okay. What would be good, yeah, or is trying to find a realm that we can, or that he can work in or on, or like a project that he can work on that will allow him to express that, like evolve even more. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he's already doing it.
Yeah.
I'm saying
but I think that this album coming is like that 444.
Hope, man, this is what I'm hoping, isn't it?
Because
this is what
we've seen the growth in the topics as well.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So like, I feel like this album, like I think, so I feel like that's gonna be one thing. What I would also like to see as well is a Kano and Gets joint album. I think that would go nuts. That would go crazy. Like take it back to the old school. Not even like in regards to like, make the old school sound track, just like you two on a track on an album. Yeah, nuts. I think that would be crazy.
Yeah, more than just a track. Like
since they out here killing brothers, I linked up with